United we stand, divided we fall. Truer words have never been spoken. How else can we, as United States citizens, whose minority population is ever growing, expect to survive if we cannot coexist? My name is Akshay Anand, and this is 5 Minutes. Over the past few years, I've noticed a growing divide between minorities and the privileged majority. Many attribute this divide to racial injustice. However, I say what causes this racial injustice and thus this mounting tension are stereotypes. Stereotypes are dangerous because when you generalize, you're making an instant judgment that is typically based on appearance. These judgments are strongly influenced by the representation of minorities in the media. Some common stereotypes supported by the media are Asians being smart and or cheap, blacks being thugs and or gangsters, and Indian people having liquor stores and or a heavy defined accent. For this documentary, I have chosen to observe the stereotype of Indian people owning liquor stores. And to demonstrate how widespread the stereotype is, I will show a group of my friends, all of different ethnic backgrounds, a clip of my recent visit to a local liquor store here in Stockton, California. Let's have a look. I'm going to show you a clip and just give me your opinion of it. Here's the front of a liquor store. Who would you believe that you would find behind the register?
Well, since it's a liquor store, I would say probably an Indian.
Okay. I would probably say, Middle Eastern.
Probably Middle Eastern owner.
Let's take a look at the rest of this clip. What's your thoughts? Is this what you expected?
Few places you can go into where you don't see people that kind of look like this.
Okay.
But I mean, as soon as I say that, there are some places that you can go to. The majority would be what I would classify as possibly Middle Eastern.
Most of the liquor stores I've been in have been operated by Middle Eastern people. I think a lot of TV shows, just the general public and society usually portrays a liquor store owner as a Middle Eastern person.
Just growing up, the majority, individuals I would see owning or working within a liquor store would be more on the Middle Eastern side.
Makes sense. I mean, that's probably the highest percentage of people that I've seen behind, a liquor store counter is Indian.
Yeah.
And so it makes sense.
Kind of supports the stereotype.
Yeah, it does support the stereotype, yeah.
Do you think these stereotypes fuel racism?
Stereotypes can be harmless and they can fuel racism.
By employing certain stereotypes, you could be acting racist.
I don't think they fuel racism. I think that, because in most cases, stereotypes are true. And the fact that it's true doesn't mean you're racist.
A stereotype like who owns a liquor store or what race or ethnicity may be on its face not really discriminatory, but it can have larger implications.
I would say that, racism and stereotypes are easily associated together just because, it's easier to generalize a certain person to, or a certain race to a particular action or category. And so fueling it, no, but at times it can.
Though this stereotype seems innocent, it carries a larger implication, as Stephen mentioned in his interview earlier. Thinking that Indian people only can own liquor stores, Asians are cheap, and black people are thugs or gang members isn't dangerous in and of itself. It's when we act based on these assumptions, the results can be disastrous. This is why I believe it's important not to judge a book by its cover, rather to build new relationships and to help break stereotypes. Thank you for watching. My name is Akshay Anand, and this was 5 Minutes.